Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's Mary, and I'm here with tonight's edition of 90 Day Oy Vey. What is going on in Wonky Donkey Miss Debbie's world? Let's get right into this, guys, okay? So, Wonky Donkey Miss Debbie, you guys are going to see why I call her Wonky Donkey. I mean, I was a fan of hers in the beginning. I even bought myself this feather fan, okay, to use as a prop. But Miss Debbie, what is going on? Okay. I was scrolling through the gram last night, and then I saw this post by Miss Debbie that literally wanted me to take my fan and go like this. Okay. Because first of all, Miss Debbie, I hate to break it to you, but Vicky Cox Butterfield is not a fake account created by Ruben to stalk you, okay? Vicky Cox Butterfield is an actual person. She's one of my followers. I talk to her all the time. Okay, we leave each other voice messages, so I know it is not Ruben pretending to be somebody named Vicky. And Cynthia knows Vicky as well. So when Cynthia saw this post by Debbie, she tagged Vicky on it and said, "Is that you he's using as his profile?" And Miss Debbie replies to Cynthia and says, "He has made many fake profiles and accounts. Many were taken down after I made the police report. He's had also some very vicious ones and threats too. Now he's starting back up again, and that's why I'm going public. It is extremely abnormal and concerning after all this time since the tell-all aired. He just won't leave me alone. He even tries to suck it up to the other 90 Day folks. I've never experienced this aggressive cyber stalking and hate campaign he has targeted me with. My goodness." But then Vicky replies to Cynthia, "Nope, it was all me. I don't think I'm a Cuban person with a penis." My goodness, this is all getting crazy and messy, but this is not the first time Miss Debbie has done this, okay? It seems to me that any form of fan criticism that is directed to Miss Debbie, she automatically assumes that it's a fake account set up by Ruben the Cuban to stalk her. Okay, check this out. This is on a 90 Day Fiance Gossips post on IG, and it's a picture of Miss Debbie with her peacock fan. Okay, I have one of my own, as you guys see, and she's wearing a peacock on her head, apparently. And someone writes, "Why don't you be a decent person and apologize to Ruben? You judged him too quickly and you were wrong. You have a fund account asking for $500,000, and you say that he's a scammer for asking for $100,000 to help somebody. I don't like people using their celebrity to ask for money, but how can you trash Ruben when you are doing it yourself? This will not go away, Debbie." And Debbie replies, "Ruben, just quit cyber stalking me. At my age, money is not my priority. I'm looking to help people that have been bullied, abused, and need their self-esteem built up. You are on an intense hate campaign that defines your spirit. You are unstable, vindictive, and a threat to the peace and well-being. You seem dangerous, and the police know about your fake profiles and accounts. I'll pray for you. You are obsessed with me, and it's not healthy." Ooh, goodness, Miss Debbie. Those are serious words that you're throwing out there about a man, which, by the way, inquired about any police reports being filed against him. And it looks like, as of May 17th, there hasn't been any filed against him. And he recently checked, and there is none filed against him. You have been saying for a while that you have filed police reports against him, that in the comment to Cynthia, you said that several accounts have been taken down because of police reports that you filed. Well, there seems to be no record of any anywhere in Gwinnett County, which is the county that you live in, Debbie. Now, Ruben has been hanging out with Riley, okay? And Ruben actually came through for Riley big time. Riley is setting up a jazz cigar lounge, in the Poconos. These are the floor plans, the blueprints for the floor plans and stuff. And Riley, needs to do work in the space to get it ready. And he had some injections, some spinal injections. And needless to say, he couldn't do any work in his space. And guess who flew all the way from Miami to come and help him? Okay. And this is from Riley's post. When Ruben the Cuban called me a few weeks ago after I posted that I signed a lease for my neo soul and jazz cigar lounge, offering to help me in any way possible, I had no idea that he would fly from Miami to Pennsylvania after finding out that I had spinal injections and couldn't work on anything last week. This man has single-handedly demoed 95% of the space and placed material into the dumpster. I am so very grateful to call him my friend. Ruben, you have an amazing heart and soul. There aren't enough sublimities, you guys know what I'm trying to say, to describe how generous and thoughtful you are. I am humbled to have you in my life. Thank you for being an amazing person. Okay, now that is, some real shit there. Okay, Riley needed a hand, and Ruben flew out to help him. Now, Miss Debbie, on the other hand, I guess seeing that Riley is just taking a neutral stance, not taking sides between this Debbie and Ruben drama that has been brewing for months. Oh my goodness, ever since the tell-all of Single Life ended. Now, I interviewed Ruben the Cuban. I'm going to put the link in the description. When I interviewed Ruben the Cuban, in my personal opinion, he seems like a very sweet man, okay, that just wants to help people and got involved with the Single Life because he wanted to help Debbie. Debbie convinced him that it's all for her charity. And being the helpful person that Ruben is, he decided, let me do this to help Debbie. So now, Debbie, says that Ruben is this vindictive stalker. Excuse me. That he's fooling all of the 90-day cast that have befriended him. So I guess because she was annoyed is a good adjective, I guess you could use, at Riley for not taking her side because everyone loves Miss Debbie. She decided, to put this up. So let me just share this with you guys. And like in the first 30 seconds, I'm like, this is such a passive aggressive attack. Okay, so here we go.
The great Desmond Tutu once said, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, then you are promoting opposition. And there's another saying that we have and we're all familiar with.
Miss Debbie, why the hell do you wear that stupid crown on your head in all of your social media posts? The crown itself is distracting.
For evil to overcome is for good people to do nothing. So both of those sayings have a lot in common about our personal integrity. And yes, it's not easy to make a stand. People don't like it. And you know what? Sometimes we speak up to prevent others from getting hurt or scammed. And unfortunately, in the United States, women of a certain age, and I'm sure men too, but it seems like the majority that I hear are from women that have been told pretty words with no action and have lost thousands and thousands of dollars. So please, as a public service announcement, I'm asking
It's a public service announcement from Miss Debbie.
all of you to do some fact checking on people and their
And Ruben the Cuban seems like a decent dude to me, Debbie. Just saying.
intentions. We all want to help people, and many of us have in lots of different ways. But we make sure there is transparency in all things and that the right person benefits, not someone else. So yes, a lot of times I'm not popular because I tend to call people out because I have seen so much.
Miss Debbie, I think you're not popular, not because you tend to call people out, because you tend not to be able to take criticism without deflecting and blaming it on Ruben.
Bad go on, and I have been a trusting person. I have become a person that has been preyed upon. So I can relate to that, and I have empathy. And I know there are people that honestly and truly want to be the difference in other people's lives. But there are others, as what we used to call a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Miss Debbie, while we're talking about a wolf in sheep's clothing, I just have a question for you about your charity, your animal sanctuary. Is it licensed? Do you have the proper permits? Just asking for a friend because you were asking for donations for your charity. Is your charity a proper registered charity? Just asking.
So please, y'all, let us use our discernment, and we understand that we are in a strange new normal. And I always say, I want to make a better new normal. And y'all know that. And that's why I keep plugging away, even though it's tough, for the Wild Ark Studio and Animal Sanctuary, for good-hearted people to gather and feel better and get our wounds healed, because many of us are emotionally wounded by being victims of abuse, manipulation, what they call gaslighting, and it's very hurtful and painful. And honey, Miss Debbie gonna write a book someday, and y'all gonna hear and y'all gonna say,
Honey, Miss Debbie is riding this TLC train until it falls off the tracks, honey.
uh-huh, I understand Miss Debbie now. And why she talks in the third person. But I want every one of you to be safe. Everybody wants to feel loved. It's human nature. But unfortunately, there are those that take advantage of people with good hearts. I know. I've been one of them. But I have reached people.
And in my opinion, you are one of them.
People that are deserving.
Okay, so that's Debbie rambling on and on about wolves in sheep's clothing, quoting Desmond Tutu. I mean, does this have anything to do with her filming next month? Okay, and I believe it's going to be for 90 Day Diaries. So she just has to keep herself out there, keep herself relevant. So everyone is talking about her because she's filming. So she has to create a buzz. But all I have to say is, Debbie, I think you are the wonky donkey in this whole equation, okay? Ruben the Cuban, I'm not saying he's perfect. okay, because no one is perfect, but I spoke with him at length when I interviewed him. I've spoken with him, and you know something, Debbie, you are definitely the wolf in sheep's clothing. And is your charity registered? Because taking donations for a charity that's not registered, wouldn't that make you the scammer? Just asking. Okay, moving on. Sophie and Rob, are these idiots reuniting? Okay, Sophie posted these two things to her stories. One is a text exchange between her and Rob. I want to see my son, she says. He says, right. She says, my son called me last night. He said, I miss you. I said, okay, I'm coming, LOL. And then he put his paw on the camera and we held hands. And Rob says, I wish you would be honest because I doubt your whole reasoning is to just see Rome, but okay. And then Sophie posted this to her story. She's moving back to LA for a little, and she's going June 20th, a one-way ticket. Okay. Jazzy is being cheeky. Okay. Her struggling actor boyfriend, her new boo, has this posted on his gram, a post about consistency. And Cheeky Jazzy commented under the post, like my comment or suck Chino's toes. And her man Matt just loves her sense of humor. He's dead. Okay. So Lauren posted these adorable pictures of her kids. Today was the last day of daycare for them. And of course, I didn't have to search long to find judgmental and honestly just stupid comments. I mean, come on, people. If you don't like her, why are you following her? And it just keep your I mean, didn't your mother teach you if you don't have anything to say, then don't fucking say it? I mean, it's ridiculous. I know Lauren is boring. You know, I'm not defending Lauren, but I personally don't have anything against her. Besides that, she has a boring storyline. Why insult her mothering, insult her children? I see comments about her children's appearance, the little boy's hair. I mean, the little boy's having man buns. Does that bother your life so much that you have to harass Lauren over it? Give me a break, people. Just saying. All right, getting off my soapbox now. Cleo's transition. Cleo is in Dallas for the first step of her transition. She is here with her best friend, and I'm wishing her all the luck, support, and everything that she needs at this time. Josh Weinstein, okay, is hanging out with Darcy and Stacy and their respective men in Miami, and he posted this meme of Leonardo DiCaprio and said, "This face you make when someone made a critical mistake and doesn't even know what they are in for. I can't wait to share that with all you soon." And it says, "Have the last laugh." Is he referring to the lawsuit that was filed against him by a model? TMZ reported on it, and he basically commented that it was all bullshit. So I don't know. We shall see. And speaking of Darcy and Stacy and their respective men, Darcy's husband, Georgie, has his own fan basis now. Okay. So for things like his workout routine, it'll cost you $40. For some dating advice, $150. And to find out what he eats in a day to get like his personalized meal plan, it'll only cost you $20. Okay. Happy birthday to Colt. Okay. Yes, Colt is this adorable little boy that grew into yeah. Dempsey, who is going to be on The Other Way with Stadler. She has been on this beach climbing adventure with her friend, and there is no Stadler in sight. Just saying. Amanda showing off her fiance Joel. And before I wrap up this edition of Oy Vey, just a couple of miscellaneous updates. We have Grandma Lisa with her grandson ATM. Thais showing off her hair being air dried. Michael, it's soccer time for him. Kalani's baby daddy, Dallas, showing off his baby, but not his face. In my opinion, I think Dallas needs to give that up already, okay? Because first of all, most of us know what you look like. And second of all, it's kind of cheesy to put up pictures of your baby, of your newborn baby daughter, and cover your own face. Like, dude, okay. We have Brittany Banks in a bikini, in a lingerie, not a bikini. And we have Yara and Jovi hanging out, no kids, kid-free day. And before I wrap this up, I just want to put this up for Michael because this is how I feel lately. Live, love, laugh. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Hit that like button and share my video with a friend or 10. See you next time. Bye, everybody.